What's up, guys? Welcome back to the JP and Trav show on the JP and Trav YouTube channel. As always, it's your host with the most, JP. To my right, I have my esteemed co-host, brother and friend, Travis J. Davison. Travis, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, man. We keep on getting lucky on Thursdays, man.
I swear.
Big news with EA Sports leaking a bit of an announcement today. But other than that, I mean, good. Women's basketball with the big time win over Baylor to really solidify their number one ranking in the Big 12. They're obviously atop the standings there. Porter's boys, they lose a tough one. Never really were competitive down there at Baylor, but they got a big one against Kansas. We'll see. Not sure about Hughley's health. We need him back. And baseball, man. Baseball opening day tomorrow, and we're going to be so good. I'm telling you, y'all need to buy stock in this baseball team. They are going to be very, very good. Veteran outfield. We return just stars. Kendall Pettis, Spikerman, Bryce Mattern out there. You got the double Jackson middle infield with Jackson Nicholas and Jackson Willits. I mean, it's going to be really, really good. So, anyways, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm so stoked about this announcement, and I mean, this is history, y'all. This is 11 years. Like, I was 16. I was in high school when this came out. Trav, you were in college, right? When this came out, just about or just out?
I was on the other side of college. I'm a little bit older.
Oh, just out, of college. But still, like, just you remember this game though from your college and from your high school years, like the franchise that it is and that it was, and so this is a big deal. And obviously, we knew that in some capacity it was coming back, but I mean, to get an official announcement, especially the type of video that we got, is just like it has everybody in a frenzy.
Yeah, and I like that they addressed. It's a little bit meta. Like it's popular for people to be doing that these days. Most notably, um, Deadpool, right? Deadpool, the trailer came out. It's like one of the five highest, or it's the most watched trailer of all time already. But he talks about being Marvel Jesus and about Disney. Like, what I liked about the announcement was they talked about, how they were taking their time with it and how, like, they talked more about the process. It wasn't just a commercial about the game. They talked about, hey, we want to make sure we do this the right way. Really, I think they've taken so long because they're trying to figure out transfer portal and NIL. I mean, how on earth are they going to do that? Because we can't even talk about we can't even talk about NIL in public, like figures, like dollar numbers and stuff like that. Like we can't even do that. We don't even know what kind of deals these people are making, and yet they have to build a game that mirrors a system that is a shady system, a clouded system. It will be fantastic. Brad asked, I guess I missed it. I was talking about long day of work. NCAA football 25 is coming this summer. Was an announcement today. They kept on pushing it off. If you remember, we were supposed to get an announcement during the college football playoff. It never came, and everybody started to get upset. But I'm excited. They even on the OU portion of it, they had the tower with the flag that they run out from under. Out of the tunnel. They run out of the tunnel under the OU flags with the flames. They had that being generated. Like it looks like they've had a long time, man. They've had a long time. They know they got to come correct.
Yep.
Because not only is social media way different than it was as far as getting news out, but criticism, man, it comes fast. The first person to play it, you'll already have complaints. I was playing it back in the day. Brandon knows what's up. I was playing it back on the original PlayStation, making my high school team the good team, and we would run the option. Oh, it was so much fun. So yeah, I am stoked about this. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. I just I just keep looking. I feel like looking, going back at the account and just like, is this real? Like, is it's actually coming? Like this summer at some point? Like, there's going to be a point in time where this drops, where like wives and moms and you know just gonna lose us for a week, maybe more. Like this is this is historic. Like generally or genuinely, excuse me, it is. So I am, yeah, I'm stoked to see it in a modern context for
And
sure.
it'll bring so many people back to gaming too, right? Like because
Yeah,
like a lot of people stopped playing sports games. Maybe they were just done with Madden. You know, all the 2K ones kind of went away. Like as far as their rise, real college football fans have had nothing to call home on a platform since 2014.
yeah,
So, I mean, it's going to bring a ton of people. The secondary market for like PS5s is about to go through the roof.
yeah, yeah. Especially, I mean, I, uh, I guess my question is really quick, and then we'll get into some other stuff. Are we just talking, you know, Xbox, PlayStation? Are we talking, Nintendo Switch? Are we talking, you know, mobile devices? Like, what? That's my question. Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, Xbox, PlayStation, obviously.
Yeah,
I would, I think the big question is Switch.
yeah,
I think that's I feel like they have to, man. There's going to be too much of demand. The thing is, the sheer amount of money that will be made on it, they'd be silly not to.
yeah,
I, and and if they are able, I'll put it this way: if they are able to, they will. I believe that much because it's a capitalistic system. They're out here to make money, and they know that they can unlock millions more if they do that.
yeah. Well, let's go ahead and open it to the chat, and everybody's in here, and please, if there was any time, for you guys to share, this is not even just an OU conversation. This is a college football conversation. So, if you have friends that are of different fan bases, that are interested in talking about this game, go ahead and share this link. Get them in here. Let's try to fill this chat and have this conversation on this game, on this historic day with this historic announcement. Um, with that being said, NCAA football is back. We just talked about it. What are y'all's expectations for the game? What are some things you'd like to see? Trav and I have come up with a couple prompts that we'll talk to you guys about, that will probe you guys and see what you have to say. But give us some general things you do want to see in the game. And Trav, I'll start with you. What are some things you would like to see in the game?
I would like to see specific traditions. I think that you've had a long time to make this game, and traditions are what set it apart from NFL. You could make just a copy of Madden if you wanted, and it's going to be completely wasted. Instead, you need to have, I mean, all of it. You need to have the wave at Iowa to the Children's Hospital. You need to have Red River split 50-50. You need to have, even Bama singing Dixieland Delight. You need to have the entrances. You need to have kicking for chicken.
Yeah,
Need to have some. You need to have kicking for chicken going on in the background while you're calling a something like that, where you're on schooner after touchdowns. Absolutely, Brandon. Like that's what I want to see, and I want to see them take real storylines and put them in the game. The Lincoln Riley, Oklahoma storyline, the DeBoer, Alabama, Washington
yeah,
storyline,
yeah,
the like those kind of things, big time transfers, like like those are storylines, and those matter. Yeah, fans throwing the ball over the north end zone, like they need to do stuff like that. Like it should be harder to play in Baton Rouge at night. because that's the fact of the matter. Like, that's what I'm hoping for most. The gameplay, this, that, and the other, I'm sure it'll be fine. But we need to have the traditions. What are some of the true college football traditions that should be in the game? I think calling Baton Rouge, Dixieland Delight, the 50-50 at OU Texas, the Sooner Schooner coming out after the touchdowns, like Corso with the headgear, absolutely. One last season. Brian Kelly's fake Southern accent, absolutely. They should show how Lincoln Riley is balding now at USC, absolutely. Absolutely. Penn State whiteout, that's a great one from Kirby.
That'd be dope.
I mean, they get to do one a year, something like that. I mean, yeah, that's a really good one. I mean, JP, what are some of the traditions that you'd like to see in it? And chat, keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, sorry, my camera's bugging out a little bit right now. I'm trying to get it fixed. Yeah, I mean, clearly besides Oklahoma, I mean, just thinking about to be honest, I don't know if they'd be even able to do this, but even like the cut scenes before the games are happening, if they can show like parts of a campus, like you know what I mean, like like almost people like fans tailgating, like the things that are gonna make college football college football. You talk about Tumor's Corner, right? Or you talk about um, the walk down at Clemson. You talk about Florida and everything that they have going on down there. Um, yeah, just so many different things that you could do that I feel like it would just make it very, very cool. And they've had so much time, and you have to feel like they've considered some of those things. And what about like the Cotton Bowl? Like the Texas State Fair. Like, well, I would love to get a cut scene of like some random like NPC eating a funnel cake. Like that would be amazing.
It's Josh Pate.
Yeah, yes, yes. Josh Pate over here eating a funnel cake, talking on 247. Yeah, but just there's so many endless possibilities, and obviously it's not going to be perfect. There's certainly going to be, as you said, something that somebody doesn't like about it. But I think we've waited so long, it's almost going to be hard for it to be bad. They'd have to have not listened to anybody at all and wanted to do their own thing, in my opinion. So I'm just excited to see what we get.
Yeah, I would love for, and games have done this in the past, but I would love like bring back iconic moments. You've got to, and each team has a couple specific ones built into it. Like obviously, the Stanford Cal return. If you could go back and try and, in the fourth quarter, come back against Tennessee like Baker did, if you could, like it or not, come down from 28-7 in the Red River, at halftime, like stuff like that would be really, really cool to try and, I mean, like I said, they've done this in games in the past, but that would be cool because again, it leans into tradition, history.
Yeah.
I mean, the craziest part about it, and I think Trap House Boomin said this earlier, like it's going to be fun, but it's going to hurt some feelings when players get their rating.
Yeah.
Like it's going to hurt some feelings. Like they're like all these kids, they're not going to be rated on what the heck? It's basically going to be. I hope On 3 has nothing to do with the ratings, or else David Stone's going to be at 55 in the game.
Facts.
So the player ratings, who do you think are the highest rated Sooners in the game?
Highest rated Sooners, and we can parlay that into also this question of highest rated Sooner and maybe what OU player you most excited to play with on the game to chat. Go ahead and put that down there. But yeah, I feel like Danny Stutzman is definitely up there defensively. Him and Billy. And then offensively, you have to feel like Nick Anderson, obviously, as Brandon just said and James just said. And then I certainly feel like Jackson's going to be decently highly rated. I know it's his first year, but being a 5-star quarterback, obviously considering what JD Piquel talked about, friend of the show, talked about on his channel today, which was, oh, you has to feel good about Jackson. I don't know if they're willing to let Dylan Gabriel walk to Oregon. You know what I mean?
Right.
And know what they have in him. And so I feel like Jackson's got to have some sort of say in that. But yeah, I mean that's where I feel like it's going to start with those two, Danny Stutzman and Billy Bowman, being your highest rated Sooners.
Yeah. It'll be interesting because it's like, oh, Hayes Fawcett in the chat. Hey, Hayes, are you going to be in the game?
Hey, what up, boy?
Hey, Hayes, are you going to be involved in the game in any way with
That would be crazy.
dropping edits, making announcements? I mean, if recruiting's involved in it,
They
you
got the
gotta
social media on there on the like dynasty mode.
right.
The Hayes Fawcett edit. That would be crazy. Ooh.
I'm telling you, man, that would be crazy. Have Hayes in there, but hey, if you do, you got to flip the OU around on the helmet for us.
Kirby, I do agree with this. Like that would be so dope if they're able to do something like historic teams. Like, can you imagine? Again, we're just talking college football in general here, right? Not just OU right now. Like, can you imagine getting to play with 2019 LSU? Like,
Well, it'd be cool if you could cross eras, where it's
yeah,
like you play with like the '85 Oklahoma Sooners,
yeah,
against somebody, and it's like you're out there trying to run the wishbone,
yes.
and it's like you're like that would be
That'd be so cool.
awesome.
Yeah,
Like contrasting styles, but go back and play big time games, right? The game of the
yeah,
century. Go play some OU Nebraska games.
yes.
Go back to some of those big time Orange Bowls, maybe. Um, but Hayes, he'll put FCS in there. Or surely FCS will be in there, right?
I don't want to make this.
Otherwise, how's the SEC going to have a schedule?
That's true. It's a facts.
Hey, and I can say that as a full blown SEC member. But yeah, in order for the SEC to have a schedule, you got to have FCS teams in there. I don't know if people will be able to play as them, but yeah, 85 Sooners would be a fun. It would be so fun. It'd be so fun to go play with Kyler.
Dog.
If you could, so say you're not allowed to play specifically with the players as they exist in the games, but you can create your recruit. Like, oh, Hayes, it would be Mercer all day for me. Mercer all day. But what OU player do you think would be the most created in the game?
The most what?
Like created. Like if people could go back and create a player and recruit a player to Oklahoma, but it has to be a former Oklahoma player because like they're not going to have every player in college football history on the game. So, like, what player would you go back and create? Would it be Kyle? Kirby says CeeDee Lamb or Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson, man.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun one to remake.
Gotta be probably Adrian for me too. Billy Sims is a good one.
The Boz has to have something to do with the game.
Yeah. They got him on Fansville on there.
If Dr. Pepper was a sponsor, that'd be incredible.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
Speaking of Dr. Pepper, bro, Hayes, you better be lying. Hayes, you better be lying.
Baby Gronk will be on the game. I'm dead.
Jeez. Remaking Sam Bradford, but with 99 injury durability.
Facts. That's true.
Do the same thing for Jason White.
Jason White, I was gonna say.
Jason White.
Give that man some icy hot.
Ooh, Trajan Bridges. That's a good one.
That's hurtful.
I know.
That's hurtful.
Speaking of Trajan Bridges, did you see the LSU running back that
Yes.
got arrested for second-degree attempted murder or something like that?
It's crazy.
Yeah, you should have the option to plant the flag if you win the game. That'd be cool. You get to run around the stadium with it. That'd be nice. Gronk lives here in Frisco. His dad will ruin it before he gets old enough to play. Ebo, people going to make DJ Hicks hit the portal to us.
A&M, yeah.
Finally.
Oh, not Trey Matoyer.
Oh, brutal. Who do you think is going to be on the cover?
That is a great question. Saban, right? I mean, he just retired. The game's coming back.
Saban being on the cover would make the most sense.
But do you think they'll get mad about it if it's a coach and not a player, especially with everything that they've gone through to have
I think that they can tell Saban that they're going to put him on the cover as like an honor to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you put a player on the cover, you're going to have to pay him a lot. So I know the game's going to make a bunch, but these are all business decisions. So I think it's either Saban or it ends up being like an Avengers or an Avengers. Whoa, Hayes. Hayes just unloading the clip here in the comments.
I said that. Okay, hey, can we be honest, Trav? Did you think Hayes was black?
Did I think Hayes was black?
Yeah.
No, he's talked on Spaces with us before.
I don't know, man. His voice sounds a little black to me. I'm just being honest.
He sounds like he's from Louisiana.
I was so shocked when I saw a picture. I was like, dang, my boy's Hayes invited to the cookout.
Man, Hayes saying Shedeur is the most overrated player in college football. Yep, you got the Louisiana accent. Louisiana. Louisiana. Yeah, I mean, but I think it's going to look like, I hope at least, like an Avengers. You know, all the movie posters that have like, the big Thanos or Iron Man in the background, blah blah blah, and all come down. I think it'll likely be that, but Saban's got to be on there. Or just to piss off Ohio State fans, Harbaugh. I mean, he just won the national title. Can you imagine the NCAA? Damn it, Harbaugh! You got away, and now you're on the cover.
That's fair. That's fair. He's from West Virginia, so
From Rand
University.
Yes, Hayes blowing up. I say you should put Hayes on the front. Yes, slightly agree. I completely agree, Hayes.
No, I was on record. I was very, low is probably not the right word. I just wasn't high on Shedeur before. Like everybody was like, oh, he has odds to win the Heisman, and I almost thought you had to walk it back after the first 3 weeks, and then it evened out, and he had a decent year, but it wasn't it didn't equate to winning.
No, I mean everybody's like, and now he's throwing his offensive coordinator under the bus, saying that The offense wasn't conducive for him. Like,
Oh, is that what he said?
yeah, I'm like, dude, you guys were
Oh,
scoring. It
buddy.
was your defense that kept losing you games. I
Yeah.
was like, and then when you got rid of him, your offense stunk.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
So it's that Blue Bloods bias account is obsessed with Colorado, absolutely obsessed. And he was like, "Oh, interesting. Shador Sanders reveals why the offense didn't work at Colorado. Blah blah blah. The favorite to be the number one pick in 2025." And I'm like, let's relax. Kid's talented, sure, but I just can't see. I mean, he's no Caleb.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the quarterback class is very good next year, to be honest. So he might be a little bit higher in kind of the
And
quarterback rankings of the draft.
that means Quinn
But
might go number one.
there's ain't no way.
That's some of these Texas fans what they think.
Ain't no way. But yeah, hey, it's all the the Shador. I should have put my watch on. Like, it's all like it's everybody else's fault. It's the offensive line's fault. It's the defense's fault. It's the old offensive coordinator's fault. It's everybody's. And it's if I'm an NFL GM, I don't want the headache.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw it was him and his brother were in like Paris Fashion Week or something like that while they were supposed to be having team meetings. Like, they skipped team meetings.
Yep. That's crazy to me.
Hayes, I highly doubt. No, you're definitely not the only one thinking like this. It's just everybody's afraid to say it nationally because they all want a piece of that sweet, Colorado pie, that sweet Colorado TV time and that attention.
The Gathering Buff is pretty cool in the game.
Yeah. Why could I not think of the Buffalo's name? It's Ralphie.
Yeah. Y'all continue put down some college tradition that you want to see as well, or that you're most excited to see in the game. But yeah, Hayes, you're not wrong.
Hayes, what college tradition do you want to see most? I know you're a young kid. Maybe you don't have the historical perspective, but that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I think the recruiting side is what fascinates me most
Mm-hmm.
because just like the rankings, where these kids get in their head that, hell yeah,
That's right, boy.
that's right, Hayes, that's right. I tell you what, he's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, he is. Brad, I am a little tired. I've been but been ADing and coaching for the last 5 months altogether. So it's getting towards the end here, but had a game tonight. So it's all part of it. But I'm good. I'm here with y'all. Don't pay attention to my eyes. They may be a little red. Kirby, go go drink some.
Lincoln Riley's man boobs in 4K.
He said 4K 60 FPS with accurate jiggle physics is crazy. Nah, I'm good. I'm up. But yeah, hey, throw some traditions in though, for real. Don't worry about me. Y'all throw some traditions in here.
Let's see. I want to look up. I'm going to look up college football's best traditions according to, I don't know. Well, Yes, it is baseball season tomorrow.
Opening day.
OU starts their road to Omaha tomorrow, down in Arlington, and we're gonna be good this year, man. Really, really good.
It's exciting.
Best traditions in. All right, so wow, when you search it, jump around is one, Sooner Schooner is two. Oh no, the cowbells. The cowbells of Mississippi State.
Okay.
Walk of Champions. Man, and when you click on bestcolleges.com, 10 best college football traditions, the Sooner Schooner is the picture.
Hey.
Man, I get Toomer's Corner, Howard's Rock, Ralphie's Run,
Ralphie's Run.
Ohio State dotting the I.
Script, Ohio. Okay. What else?
The USC
They got the
Sword
Seminole
Step.
on there.
They could do a lot with Texas A&M. Here it says the 12th man, but like the 12th man stuff, like if you could get them to go to like Aggie yell practice, like midnight yell practice the night before.
Yeah.
Um,
And like a cut scene where they got, the camera rolling and
right.
over there yelling.
The night before. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
The Gator Chomp, Penn State Whiteout, those kind of things. Yeah, I don't think they're going to put that in the game, Brandon.
What is that?
You haven't heard about that?
No.
So
What am I missing?
So
that was random. I was like, why is he just talking?
So there was a message board rumor where A&M cadets used to fill a jar and put it atop the bonfire. I just can't believe I can't imagine with you never knowing about that story, just seeing that comment.
Yeah, I was just like, Brandon, dog, what are we talking about? But yeah, no, that's crazy. That's insane. And that's disgusting. Truly
Yeah.
nasty behavior.
Yeah, they're weird, man. They're real weird down there. Gonna miss Jimbo though. He would have been fun to have on the game. Yes, unique game day for Army Navy. Not supposedly stole. They did steal it from us.
Yeah, it did happen.
They absolutely stole it from us. Lou Holtz stole it from us. Bud Wilkinson started that. Yeah, with the fan. I'll tell you what. I wouldn't be shocked if Mr. OU isn't in it or is in it.
That'd be cool. I'm sure they're going to at least try.
Right? Because they're going to do cutscenes. Hayes went to a midnight yell last year. Oh man, lived to tell about it too. Look at
Tell
him.
us about it.
OU fans doing horns down, absolutely. Senor OU, yeah, he'll be in the cutscenes.
Paul was asked in the Texas crowd.
They need sugars in the cutscenes. Campus Corner.
Yeah.
Pole assassin in the Texas crowd.
You could put that in dynasty mode. You gotta, gotta go pull some recruits out of there.
Maybe a pole assassin's monkey running across the field for retrieving the kickoff tee. Then we're talking. Saying supposedly didn't want to hurt any ND fans' feelings. That was in the chat. I don't think we have any Notre Dame fans here.
Nah.
Flyby of Heisman Row before the game, Heisman Park. That would be cool.
That would be dope. So all the statues. your Patty statue in there.
The Selman statue.
That is true. They will have the Oregon Duck push-ups.
The Oregon Duck is a pretty cool mascot.
Yeah,
There's a lot of really cool stuff.
iconic. Oregon
I
Duck.
wonder if they'll have the BYU handing out ice cream to all the visitors.
Yeah,
I like that
one
tradition.
of those cougar tails.
Yeah, those cougar tails were good. Very good. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, interactive Bob Stoop statue. Well, anyway, that is one thing about Bob's interviews on K-Rep. I crack up every time. Well, anyway, that's his go-to.
That's his go-to.
He's great because he's moving on. He's moving on. Well, anyway, moving on. Yep. At some point when you play Cal, the band has to run on the field. See, that's what I'm talking about as far as like having
Those classic moments.
yeah, like some opportunities to try and recreate the classic moments. Even especially if you had to run the plays that they ran, something like that. Like if you had to like I know we didn't like it, but you had to run it with Vince Young, you know, and make it to the pylon. And specifically, you had to, you know, Baker had to, you know, the Tennessee game. You've got to run it with them. You've got to, you know, get it to Shep. You've got to do all those things. Like that would be cool. Seminole throwing the spear in the ground would be cool. The tomahawk chop of Florida State is going to be the coolest part, I think, about Florida State games. That's going to be really cool.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. But certain things, it's like I just need to know how they're going to handle NIL, how they're going to handle transfer portal.
Yeah, that's a great segue, Trav. We should definitely talk about that. NIL and transfer portal. What is it going to look like in the game? And one of our prompts was, what does it need to be realistic? And obviously, it would seem like having a current form of NIL or a structure, something like that in the game would make sense. Do you have to figure out your own collectives? Is it a situation where you manage just like in the NFL, you're managing a salary cap, or you get from your AD or your boosters, hey, here's what we got, and you got to allocate it to.
Yeah, like how does it? If you play really well, does your AD? Do you get a message from your AD saying, "Hey, look, we just got $1 million donated that we can use on the next class," or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like it's interesting because the like EA Sports technically has the first crack at fixing NIL because they're the first ones that can say, well, what does this look like? Like, what would it look like with a cap? Well, EA Sports can show us what it looks like. What would it look like, if the players became employees? What would it be like if you couldn't transfer right away? What would it look like if, whatever, like however EA Sports wants to do it? I mean, essentially you can workshop something in real time with the fans and be like, would this work? Would this work? If it doesn't, because they need to be able to put it in the game. It's part of the sport.
Right.
But I don't know how you put it in the game. I mean, it has to have transfer portal. It has to have NIL.
Yes. Oh my gosh, bro. Do you know how? Hold on. They can't, like, you got to have some sort of regulation on if you do put the transfer portal in the game. Like, it has to be consistent and it has to be reasonable, because I'm telling you, if I get in there and we had like an 11-1 season or something like that, lost the national championship game, and my star player says, Hey, I'm going to Alabama. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. And there's nothing you can do about it. I turn the game off. I would turn the game off. Like 13-year-olds everywhere are going to be breaking their Xboxes and PlayStations because their 5-star quarterback they spent 4 years recruiting after his first year because he didn't play on a national championship team is like, I'm out.
Well, and that's going to be part of the problem of, like Hayes was talking about earlier, like, should I take Mercer, or the Citadel to the national championship? It's going to be tough because all your players are going to want to leave.
Yeah.
Like, they're all going to Oregon or, Ole Miss or Texas, somebody dropping a bag. It's just weird because, NIL can't be related to performance.
Yeah.
In real life. In video game, they can do whatever the hell they want. But man, you're right. It's going to be funny whenever your players start leaving.
And if they put a quote or something up there, coach, I didn't feel appreciated.
Right. Well, and like, can you tamper?
Oh.
Can you reach out to like an uncle? Be like, hey, we got a spot for this kid if he wants it.
That'd be crazy. And like you could get caught and sanctioned in the game.
Death penalty in the game.
That would be crazy. Got nuked.
That's funny. I wonder how much the athletes are actually getting paid from this.
It's a good question.
It can't be much. There's a lot of athletes, dude.
Mm-hmm. But then again, 11 years in the waiting. I wonder how many people buy this game.
Right, but they still want to make money.
Yeah.
They're not doing it for the good of, out of the goodness of their hearts. Like, I bet players could opt in, but part of it is like they want to see their rating. They want to see their name on there. Like, sure, you want to get paid, but even if you gave each kid $50, it'd be like, hey, we'll give you $50, but you're going to be in a video game. Be like, that'd be super cool. Yeah, cool. $50 it is. Give me a Visa gift card, $50.
Yeah.
The one thing I heard on the radio today that didn't get brought up in these, the Dr. Pepper football toss at halftime of the conference championship games. That would be fun.
That would be cool.
If you could do a side quest like kicking for chicken or the Dr. Pepper football toss, that would be awesome.
The other thing that I am interested and excited to see, and Trav and I talked about this before the show started, is are we going to see? Obviously, somebody let me know who somebody said that they were playing 2K14 as we speak. I don't know that you can change tournament or like championship settings in there, if you will, to get your own type of playoff in that format into all the way back in 2014. However, I am interested to see what that looks like this summer when it gets released. Knowing that, this year is the first time we're going to see the 12-team playoff. And so that's going to be super interesting. And the fact that, we get to see that in the game form first.
It is a good point because, the college football video games have always been just based on what they've seen out of college football. Mm-hmm. It's been the existing bowl structure. It's been the existing play. Like, we've never seen the playoff before. So the first time we ever see it will be on a video game.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty crazy because the top 4 have to be conference champions.
Right.
And then 5 through 8 host, and 9 through 12 go on the road to 5 through 8.
Yeah.
I mean, basing it just off that structure, like, are you going to have I mean, even a 12-team playoff, like, are you going to have a playoff committee? You're going to have to. So, like, what would the NCAA playoff committee in the game, what would they have done with Florida State last year? Because they don't care about,
Yeah.
TV ratings, or they don't care about, what team's playing. Like, I would assume they would do it more like how a computer would do it.
Correct.
So, I mean, do you have the playoff committee sitting around a table in a cutscene saying, hey, this is who we've decided will go to the playoff this year?
Right. I don't know.
I hope they let us put up James up there.
What do you say?
All right. I hope they let us customize the playoffs and conference championships, because I invert it and have the conference championship tournament. Conference winners go to the playoff. Yeah, I mean, auto bids from conference championship, but we've got a Power 4 now, so that would make it interesting for sure. The top 4 seeds will be the Power 4 conference champions. So, ACC, Big 12 being a Power 4 conference is stupid, but you've got Big 12, ACC, SEC, Big 10. Those 4 champions are going to be your auto bid 1 through 4. After that, you've got the highest ranked P5 or P6 now, or G6 now, I guess you call it. It's gonna be interesting. But again, how would the video game playoff committee have handled Florida State last year?
Yeah. I would put them in.
I would have put in Florida State.
Still can't believe they didn't get put in.
I'm going to put in some of this beef jerky. Is what I'm going to do. It's back to 15% off. I think, maybe. It might be. It's one of the two, 15 or 20% off. But today, we've got, looks kind of like an Ole Miss fan, but
Bootleg.
Bootleg and barbecue, beef jerky. My friends over at Righteous Felon,
Mm-hmm.
they will give you a discount if you type in the word Travis when you check out at righteousfelon.com. I know a bunch of people in the comments have enjoyed the jerky so far. I've enjoyed much of it on the show, but I'm hungry. So we're busting this open. The bootleg and barbecue. It says an old smuggler thing with a sweet, spicy twang. So good stuff. 20 grams of protein, 150 calories. Good stuff. Oh, that's a good idea. Customize your own Sooner uniforms.
Yes, I said that. I'd like to be able to customize my own Sooner unis.
Sooner Tracker would be in there just going nuts.
Yeah, facts. Get the anthracites going. Yes, Kirby. World of War did used to make you keep your grades up. I remember I went to Michigan State as a wide receiver in 2007, tearing them up in Lansing.
Michigan State, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember why. I don't know if it was just like that was one of my only offers because when you chose your position, you got an offer sheet, and I feel like Michigan State was one of my only good offers for whatever reason. So, I'd go up to Lansing and dominate.
That's funny. Kirby, that's wrong, man. That's mean. He said if they made grades a factor for eligibility, they might as well not include Marcus Major.
You a dog, bruh. Leave him alone.
He's playing for the Golden Gophers now.
James, they say a lot of things about me. Okay, I'm a closet Texas fan. I like to pick
You're not a
apples.
closet Texas fan. You're all the way out.
I mean, what's next?
You're rooting for Texas in the OU Texas game.
Listen, it was reverse psychology, and we won the game. Get off my back.
Choosing to go to Michigan State, picking apples during OU Texas. Who are you? Who are you?
Listen, it's fine. We went to
Okay,
two
so
games.
Brad wants black uniforms with crimson accent outlined in cream and white. I'm trying to think of that. I don't know. I think anthracite's closest we're getting to black, fellas.
I like it though.
Yeah. They're good. They're good uniforms. Custom paint your own home field. PSS is coming with some heat, man. Paint. What logo would you put at midfield? I would put the state of Oklahoma.
Like they do for the spring game.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
I think that looks so good.
I would love to do the old school Oklahoma helmet. I thought that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think way back in the day, you could use the helmet as your center field logo. Argyle end zones, that'd be cool.
White helmets, yeah. Did we ever wear white helmets?
Yeah, we have once. Like once in a throwback recently. I didn't particularly like the look of them, but
Okay.
I'm a classic guy, man. Classic.
Classic.
Give me that. Give me the crimsons, the crimson helmet. I do like the anthracite a lot. It's actually the background of my phone. So I really do like that. But I don't know, man. I couldn't do a white helmet, I don't think. I want to be able to hire former players as coaching staff after a certain number of seasons playing, hiring Rhett Bomar as quarterback coach.
Kirby's on one tonight.
Kirby's on one. You got Marcus Major catching strays. Got Rhett Bomar getting a job. Schooner logo midfield to be cool. One of the logos that I like that baseball's really lean into is the wagon wheel logo.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool look.
Hey.
Call up some of his old dealership buddies.
Hey.
All black uni. Murder wagon. Good Lord.
I think Oklahoma's a scary place to come to.
Only thing I don't like about anthracite uniforms are they're hard to see in the stadium. Yeah, they're pretty hard. But man, they look good.
They do look good.
They look so good under the lights.
We scored a lot of points in them.
yeah, we did.
Both years. Yes, last year and this year.
Yeah, we did. But yeah, hopefully you can customize uniforms. I don't know how if they'll let you create ones that aren't existing, but
oh, you know what would be, they can't do this for every Heisman, obviously. Or maybe they could do this. They could do, what if they did Heisman moments? And they just had just like they did for Michael Jordan in, what was it, 2K11?
right.
You could play all of his stuff or whatever. What if they did the same thing for all the Heismans in since the 2000s or whatever, since 2000? And you could play their Heisman moment, like for a quarter. I don't know, something like that. Like when they and you do their famous whatever. Like what? And I guess that begs the question: what was Baker's Heisman moment? What was Kyler's Heisman moment? Do we remember? Like, can you remember a game?
Hmm.
Obviously, Baker's probably Ohio State. I mean, you could say that.
But which play? Kyler's Heisman moment would have been if he came back to beat Texas.
I feel
Maybe
like
that throw at Grant Calcaterra.
that or like the run at West Virginia
Yeah.
because that was a big game. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Kirby brings up a good question. Are we going to be doing likeness big programs coaches? I would assume so. Which only begs the question: is Dion going to be wearing gold sunglasses and a cowboy hat?
You're doing right.
I mean, Colorado is going to have some interesting situations going on in this game.
Hey, Colorado.
This is really good.
Yeah,
I haven't had this flavor before.
it's not your favorite, but it's good.
It's up there. I would say it's got a little more spice than like
Did
the
you say
teriyaki
Soul
Balboa did.
Survivor was your favorite?
Hmm?
Soul Survivor.
This might be. This is either 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah, this is really good. Sweet, spicy. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's true. Jimmy Sexton about to get his boys paid again.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Yep. You got any more questions
JP's
about?
about to fall asleep on his keyboard.
Hey, I am just fine, sir. Man, you're yanking my chain.
Right. Everybody throw a like on there before you get out of here.
Please, please do, and go ahead. This is gonna be a fun thing to talk about as we continue on until the summer. For those of you who watch the show outside of just live, share this with your friends. Maybe they can even in the comments afterwards when they're watching say what they're most looking forward to with college football 25 coming out this summer and officially coming back. Softball next week. I think they have a tournament this weekend. Do they not?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Less. I think it's less competitive than this last one was, though.
Yeah. They won't play 2 top teams in it. 2 top 10 teams in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. JP and Trav live stream when the game comes out.
Hey, we could do that.
Or maybe they should have the JP and Trav show on the game.
That would be fire.
There you go. Yeah, I mean softball. It's tough because they just continue to be dominant. What's interesting is in that tournament, you had Elena Torres going off, or you had what Alyssa Brito, you had Riley Boone. I thought Riley Boone might get most outstanding player of the tournament,
She a beast, dog.
but Kelly Maxwell, I think won pitcher of the week, like Big 12 or Big 12 player of the week, something like that. Which her comments have been hilarious, saying like
Kelly,
now she watches film
bruh.
and
I
all
was
that.
just
And
going to
she's
say
like,
that. She
she's
was
like, we
doing
didn't do that
shots.
at the last place I was at. I was
She
like,
was doing shots. I didn't watch no film on me. I didn't watch no film on other batters. I was like,
yeah, Kelly might have that dog in her.
bruh. Bro, it's gonna be crazy when they go to Stillwater, dog. Are they going to Stillwater this year? No, they're coming to
Yeah,
Norman.
yeah, I believe they are. They should, yeah.
Oh man,
But
it's gonna be a mess, dog.
I mean, for her to say, like, could you imagine? Like, that should be getting way more attention.
It should be. I want to. I need to go and see what Pope fans. I'm gonna go see after we get off to see what Pope fans are saying under that because they can't be happy about that. Kenny G,
Like,
woo!
could you imagine if, like,
I
if
mean, it's Caleb. It's Caleb. Okay, not
what if
that
Caleb
USC.
Downs, the safety that went from Bama to Ohio State,
Yeah,
has a pick in his first game, and they interview him and said, "Yeah, like we didn't really watch film at Bama. I'm just doing stuff that I never did at Alabama. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. That's
Like
crazy.
for her to say that is wild, especially considering you have to play those people this year, and
Yeah,
they know you better than you know yourself.
yeah,
So, but OSU looks to have a squad this year, though. I do think that I think OSU has a squad, but I think UCLA stinks. Like I think UCLA is actually bad. So I don't put a lot of stock in OSU's demolition of them,
yeah.
but OSU's still got a good team.
They
But
do.
again, the thing
Well,
is,
they're always competitive. They're a good coach, a good program. But
right? The thing is, OU was not led really statistically by Jada Coleman and Tiara Jennings. I mean, Tiara was hitting bomb, no doubt, but like those are two like national player of the year candidates. Like absolutely. Kenzie Hansen, you can throw in there. And they didn't exactly have their regular dominance that they
yeah,
normally have. Man, if they get that going, then it's back to being unfair. I mean, we've got a true freshman in her first collegiate at bat hit a grand slam.
that's so nuts.
Like
You got
we're
her.
reloading like nothing else. And again, you went 5-0 with 2 top 10 wins when your Jada Colemans and Tiara Jennings and of the world didn't perform like they will perform the rest of the year. I'm going out on a limb and saying that both of those girls put together a heck of a season.
And you still got Sydney Sanders too.
Hot take.
It's just ridiculous.
No, the team's loaded. There's no doubt about it. And it does seem like that Love's Field will be completed in time for their home opener, which is exciting. So, it's not going to be ready like every part of it, like locker rooms, nutrition, like that kind of stuff. But they will be able to play. I don't even know if everybody's seats will be in. We might need to stand to watch.
Yeah. Hey, people will do that.
No problem. Hey, ain't no problem.
Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
Ain't no problem.
Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
So yeah, it looks to be another dominant year
for sure.
Got to go out with a bang. Texas looks good. Oklahoma State looks good. Conference will not be easy, but if you look at the top 5, the AP poll in softball right now, 4 out of 5 of them are either currently in the SEC or will be in the SEC. That conference is real good.
Loaded.
And the only one that's not is a Big 12 team. So it's we're going out of the frying pan and into the fire as far as softball competition goes. So
but we're the one to beat. So, but hey, appreciate y'all. Look forward to next week, and I think we're gonna get our old buddy Ty on the show next week.
Nice.
It sounds like so.
Love having Ty on.
Be good to have him back on here. We got the All-Star Weekend here in Indianapolis this weekend, so tons of stuff going on.
Yeah,
y'all
big time for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Got lots of festivities going on and things planned, and Indianapolis is a great host city. We host things very well, and to be honest, we don't host a lot of things better than basketball. Basketball is our thing up here. So I'm excited to see what happens. Make sure y'all tune in and see. I know SGA is going to be starting, and so it's exciting. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend for the city, and I need a little bit of a rest myself. So, Trav, what you got planned, man?
I'm going to Laughlin Beach, Nevada. Going on a little vacation.
Yes, sir.
So I'll fly out tomorrow. I'll be back Tuesday. Ready for radio on Wednesday. And then it's my birthday next weekend. So
Yeah, it is.
we'll do a show on Thursday, and then I'll turn 35 on Friday.
35.
I know. Just old man. I know.
You look
I
good.
know.
You look good, though.
So we'll see. I wear a lot of athletic gear. That helps. So, all right. Well, we will see you all next week.
Yes, sir. Boomer.
Be here.